Well, I'm a landowner and I moved out to this farm about 4 years ago, and what I realized immediately was that there was a huge beaver problem on the property. And what I mean by that is there's damage to the timber all along the shorelines on all of the ponds on our farm. I'm not really, against beavers or against any of the critters for that matter. Like, I think all God's creatures have a place out here, but just like with whitetail, you manage the population. So what we do every year is we get out here and we trap 4 or 5 beaver out of each one of the ponds on our property in order to keep the property damage to a minimum. We keep our timber in better shape around the outside of the ponds. We harvest the fur, and we make mittens and hats and all kinds of cute stuff for the kids. Hey, little fella. Number one. We eat the meat. So a beaver backstrap is a terrific steak. Beaver hindquarters are terrific ground up into burger. And the front quarters we use for trapping bait for canines in the winter. So all of the critter gets put to use. Swamp rat. We're managing our farm successfully, making sure to keep it in better shape than what we got it in. And it's a great way to get out and experience what is pretty awesome Mother Nature. It's both rewarding because of what we get out of it, and it's one of the harder things that I do, which I think has its own rewards. Nest them. Sneaky lucky bugger. And then ultimately, I've become a way better sportsman since I started trapping, because I've started to understand what the animals actually do, right? Like if you just go out in the field and you hunt, in the tree stand once or twice a year, like I did that forever, but I didn't really understand what the deer were doing before they got into the food plot, right? Well, the moment you start trapping, like when I set these blind sets, like are out around the hut, like you can't just set them wherever you want, right? You got to set it where the beaver actually wants to go. There we go. Oh, we got mama. That's a good one. So what it teaches you is to look for sign. Right? Critters are just like people in the way that, like, what am I going to do every day? I'm going to go to the refrigerator, get food. I'm going to go out the front door to go outside. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Like, if I figure out where critters want to do those things, like, I can trap anything on the landscape. It's become pretty cool to understand what they do, how to chase them, and how to effectively trap and hunt all the species that live on our farm. As I've gotten better at trapping our own farm, one of the newer challenges that I've started to get into is going and helping other landowners do the same thing. That's the ultimate test. Like, I've gotten to know this land for 4 years. Yeah, I get it. I know where everything moves. I know how it moves. But if you can take that skill set and apply it on another chunk of land, then you've actually got some skills. Then you've actually learned how to read the sign, not just the sign on your farm. So beaver trapping's been a part of American history, right? Like way back in the day, folks traded beaver skins, right? Like that was big money back in the day, and it's a lost art today. I think it's important that somebody keeps doing it. I'm teaching my kids how to read sign and how to set and where to set, and we're putting all of this stuff to use. And our favorite meal, or the kids' favorite meal, is beaver mac and cheese. So like, we love this. Like, this is what we do. It's cool that we have an opportunity here today to share it with some of you.